And as members of the media, you owe it to the consumers to report the facts. Let's call this product what it is, and let pink slime become a term of the past.
Beef state governors, meat industry representatives, food safety hawks, and a media horde descended on northeast Nebraska this week. The hastily planned tour of beef products' South Sioux City plant came amidst a public relations nightmare over a product known within the industry as finely textured beef. But its more dubious name, and one frequently cited by media, pink slime, has garnered substantial traction in televised reports and social networking. Republican Governors Terry Branstad of Iowa, Rick Perry of Texas, and Sam Brownback of Kansas launched an all-out media pushback during their visit and seized the opportunity to explain and defend finely textured beef. Craig Letch, BPI's Director of Quality Assurance, explained the process of treating raw and processed beef with ammonium hydroxide to kill bacteria.
The fact is that ammonium hydroxide has been used in food processing since 1974. It is FDA approved, USDA approved, and is in hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of food products across the country. If the potential of a microbiological hazard is there, such as E. coli 0157H7, we know that this is an extremely effective tool to eliminate, if not reduce that completely.
Other industry representatives argued the process of mixing previously leftover beef cuts into ground meat creates a healthier, leaner product for consumers.
You and I are old enough to remember you went to the store and you could find regular ground beef and maybe something that killed lean ground beef. I mean, now look what we have, 96% lean. There are all different types of ground beef that are produced now because we have the options to mix this together.
But a message of leaner, albeit highly processed beef has yet to break through mainstream coverage of the industry-wide uproar. Janet Riley, a spokeswoman for the American Meat Institute, pinpointed one image in particular.
There's an unfortunate picture that's floating around that looks like strawberry yogurt. That is not lean, finely textured beef. And we've tried to tell people individually to stop using that photo. We finally put out a nationwide statement and put words right over the photo saying this is not lean, finely textured beef.
An intense social media backlash against finely textured beef has sent grocery stores scrambling to take the product off shelves, while BPI fights for the survival of more than 600 jobs at plants on temporary shutdown. The potential economic impact is just beginning to take shape. Under substantial consumer pressure, USDA will begin offering school lunches next year without finely textured beef at a higher price per pound. USDA will still offer 95% lean beef that includes the finely textured product. Earlier this week, Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack defended the safety of the product.
But we hope that as this choice is being made, that it's based on the facts, that this product is safe, that this product contains less fat, and has historically been less expensive.
But media questions, particularly those from ABC News, drew a stiff response. One reporter questioned whether $150,000 in campaign contributions from BPI to Iowa Governor Terry Branstad influenced his support.
None whatsoever. I will always fight for my constituents, and I will always fight for what's right. And I will never be intimidated by anybody in the press that tries to make those kind of accusations.
Nancy Donnelly, a food safety advocate whose son died after consuming an E. coli-laced hamburger in 1993, staunchly defended BPI's use of ammonia and other safety measures and strongly pushed back against allegations her nonprofit organization is financially influenced by BPI.
BPI has never asked us for a single thing, ever. We will never be compromised in our positions of protecting consumers from pathogens in our food supply. That is our mission, period. My goal is to put my organization out of business, that there are no foodborne illness victims anymore. That is my professed goal. And I will also tell you this, no price can be put on my son's head. I can't be bought, and neither can my organization. We represent the victims.
BPI continues to pay its employees during a self-imposed 60-day shutdown to determine whether or not a public relations turnaround is possible. If not, hundreds of plant workers in multiple states could lose their jobs at the height of the summer grilling season.